Welcome back to Master 79. In this lesson we tackle an ielts writing task 1 bar charts and build a band 9 model answer step by step. Here is the task. The chart gives information about the adults with education at high school level in 6 countries in 2010. We must summarize the main features and make comparisons where relevant. We have 4 minutes of planning built in, so let's read the data first. The chart shows the percentage of adults who reached high school level in 6 countries. For each country there are 2 bars, the older group, aged 55 to 64, and the younger group, aged 25 to 34. Take a moment to notice which bars are tall, which are short, and where the 2 age groups differ the most. Step 1. Read the big picture because this becomes your overview. In most countries the younger group scored higher than the older group, and that gap is widest in South Korea, Brazil and China. The one exception is the USA, where the older group is very slightly higher. The highest young figure is South Korea at 98%, while China is the lowest overall. Step 2. Group the data so each body paragraph has a clear focus. Group 1 is the high and fairly stable performers, the USA, Germany, and Russia. Group 2 is the countries with big generational leaps or a low starting point, South Korea, Brazil, and China. Grouping like this keeps your writing organized and comparative. Here is the plan. Paragraph 1 introduces the chart by paraphrasing the question. Paragraph 2 is the overview, with 2 key trends and no figures. Body 1 covers the high and stable performers. Body 2 covers the largest gaps and the lowest levels. Now let's write it. Introduction. The bar chart compares the percentage of adults who had completed education to high school level in 6 countries in 2010, divided into 2 age groups, those aged 55 to 64 and those aged 25 to 34. Overview. Overall, in most of the countries surveyed, the younger generation had reached high school level at a higher rate than the older generation, and this gap was widest in the Asian and South American nations. The 2 Western countries, by contrast, recorded consistently high levels across both age groups, with only a narrow difference between them. Notice there are no numbers in the overview. Body paragraph 1. In the United States, it was the older group that posted the highest figure of all, at 93%, slightly ahead of the 90% recorded among younger adults. Germany showed a comparably strong performance, although here the younger group edged in front at 88% against 83% for their elders. Russia also achieved robust results among the young, where 92% had finished high school, well above the 70% seen in the older band. Body paragraph 2. The most dramatic generational contrast occurred in South Korea, where the rate leapt from just 43% among older adults to a near-universal 98% among younger ones. Brazil and China had the lowest attainment overall. Brazilian figures roughly doubled, from 25% to 52%, while China trailed every other country, rising modestly from a mere 10% to 20% between the 2 generations. So why does this answer score band 9? Task achievement, a clear overview with all key features and data-based comparisons. Coherence, logical grouping and smooth linkers. Lexical resource, a precise range of vocabulary. And grammatical range, varied complex sentences with strong accuracy. One honest note, band 9 here reflects our own writing quality assessment against the public IELTS descriptors, not a certified examiner score. That's the full method: read, group, plan, and write. Now practice this same structure on your own charts. Thanks for studying with Bmaster 79.